Everyone's favorite fantasy
Bang!
position, the tight
Fantasy.
end. Mike's favorite thing in
Nope.
real life. We are
Nope.
finally here. We've done
I like
quarterbacks,
burnt
running
ones.
backs, and wide receivers for fantasy rankings. Now everyone's given their top 10 tight ends. This is the order in which you need to be drafting in your drafts, which are only 1 month away. Give it a round of applause real quick. 1 month from fantasy drafts.
Very
We're finally
nice.
back. We've survived an off season.
It's been brutal.
I mean, barely survived. We're demonetized.
Yeah,
but
we barely survived.
we're still alive. And football
ways.
is only a month away. It just feels good. The sun's shining.
A little brighter
We're playing
these
golf.
days.
It's a little brighter these days. We came out of the abyss.
Kind of.
Mike hasn't come yet. And Mike, I actually want to start with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Top 10
honors, Mike.
fantasy tight end rankings. It's a very important position. It's one you can absolutely throw a draft on if you draft Sam Laporta in the 3rd round, like I did last year, or one you can absolutely win a draft on
if you draft
get
Sam
Brock
Laporta in the
Bowers.
3rd round.
If you get Brock Bowers in like the 9th or the 10th round.
Yeah.
Mike, top 10 fantasy rankings heading into next season. Tight ends.
All right. So, gonna start from the bottom, go to the top.
Started from the bottom. Whoa.
Now we're here, Mike.
Quote your favorite rapper.
No.
Now we're here.
But that's just the order that we do things here. So, I'm going to go to a place that has a pretty shitty quarterback situation and to a place where I think they're going to need to check down the ball a lot. And so my guy is David Njoku over in Cleveland, where I think they don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yep.
And I think a lot of these plays are going to be quarterbacks scrambling around, check down, tight end, bang, David Njoku. Number 9, not a check down guy. Actually, a pretty key factor in an offense. Dalton Kincaid. For some reason, I think the Bills are like a high vibration, low production team, but they're not low production. They're kind of high production, but like low vibration. So, yeah, I don't know. Pretty similar to a Bucks.
What does that even mean?
Don't worry about it. So Dalton
I
Kincaid.
was so trying to follow that.
Yeah, Dalton Kincaid is number 9 because touchdown guy. Number 8, going back to the checkdowns, JJ McCarthy. He's going to need some help over there. TJ Hawkinson fills that spot.
Nice.
Number 7, shout out Tyler. Shout out people who like this guy, Evan Ingram. He used to be a lot better.
Shout out Tyler.
Shout out Tyler. Tyler loves Evan Ingram.
I love the tight end for the Broncos.
Yep. Massive fan. So Evan Ingram used to be, a really productive elite tight end. He's fallen off a little bit. That's why he's number 7, not top 5.
Where was this top? Where was Evan Ingram on top? Like, where was I? Was I living somewhere else? Like, did
No,
did I
he's-
Is that
skip
what you
a fantasy?
missed?
Did I skip a couple of years
He
of
used to
football?
be great.
He's one of the greats.
One of the greats.
One of the greats. Number 6, speaking of one of the greats, a guy who's fallen off a travesty. Travis Kelce.
Whoa, wow.
Hey.
I mean, holy
word
shit.
play.
He's so good at what he does. He didn't even know he did it.
He
too.
lands
No,
1
I
out of
did.
20.
Hey, 5%, baby. That's some quick math. So, Travis Kelce, he's just not as productive as he once was, but still got to put him in top 10 because tight ends,
Putting him above one of the greats in Evan Ingram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was tough. It was close.
Yeah, it was close
Great
call.
on great.
Close call. Number 5, Mark
close
Andrews. Kind of getting influenced here on both sides. I'm thinking this Ravens offense might not be as productive. Maybe Mark Andrews won't be a top 3, so throw him at 5. Call it a day. Number 4. This is a high production team. This is a guy who likes touchdowns and balls.
Just like you.
Sam Laporta. No. But
Screaming no.
no,
Sam
but,
Laporta, no.
but he'll get you some points.
And
So that'll
balls.
be helpful.
And balls.
He'll get you some points, dude.
Yep.
This fucking analysis.
I wish
is
Mike
absurd.
could be like a fantasy football salesman. I'll take a
All
Sam
right, so
Laporta.
number
He'll get you
3.
some points.
Yeah, you will. Number 3. Here's a guy who, for some reason, Ryan and Mario believe is going to be on a highly productive offense with a leader who I think is a bum. But Trey McBride over in Arizona. He wears the color
Everyone
red.
in the world, not just me and Mario.
Wears the color red.
Also, I definitely don't.
Mario, you think Arizona's going to be one of the best offenses in the league?
It was just Ryan.
No. You both think they're going to be a top 2 offense.
Well, that's what he said.
You
No,
both said
but
that.
I said that too.
Verbatim.
I've never said
Verbatim. So For some reason, I was influenced.
Can we get an counter in the bottom right?
You don't want that.
No.
Yeah,
I want to
Mike's
see
gonna
what
edit for 2
I want
hours.
to see what it ends at.
No.
That wasn't even the right one.
No, he's switching it up.
Switching it up. Can't count me.
What?
Number 2, George Kittle. George.
Ding, ding, ding.
No,
George
this number is
Kittle.
putting up legacy stats right now.
George Kittle is on offense that has been maybe fleeced. And I think he's going to be a very valuable asset during this transition into their new kingdomhood. And then number 1 is Brock Bowers because he's Brock Bowers.
He is Brock Bowers.
Yep.
That was,
That's that
that was
boy.
insane.
That
Mario,
was my list.
you got to follow this up somehow.
No, my brain's rattled.
Well, if you can provide some actual fantasy stats, that'd be helpful for the
Nope.
viewers.
Don't do that.
It was kind of fun just spewing
No, that's
nonsense.
why we start with Mike.
Yeah. Bang.
We'll finish strong.
Yeah.
There you go.
We're
Okay.
banging.
We're banging, dude. All right,
Yep.
we're banging. Tight end list.
Whoa.
Mike's favorite.
Yeah, my favorite.
Wow.
Mike's adjusting his seat. I
Nah,
want
I
want
mean-
that on. Good thing we got that fast.
Transition.
You
That's
readjusted,
crazy.
Mike?
No.
You all adjusted now?
Mike's
Yeah.
justified.
Call it
I
an
know.
audible.
All right, number 10.
Blue
Zach
42.
Ertz.
Oh.
Blue 42.
Mike's favorite video.
Blue.
Mr.
Ertz.
Old reliable veteran himself, Zach Ertz.
Staring at your fucking screen, just screaming the name
Yeah,
before you say
Ertz.
it.
I'll have Mike shout out the last name. But yeah, no, I love this offense. The Commanders love to throw the ball.
They do.
Yeah.
Even on 4th and a million, Zach Ertz, 1,000,001 first down.
Bang.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Love Zach Ertz. Number 9, David Njoku. Could be a top 4 tight end if Shador Sanders is going to be the quarterback.
Right, Mike?
I hate Shador.
Shador.
He'll throw too many picks for him to be productive.
What does that have to do with him being productive?
He can't be productive if he doesn't have the ball.
Ask Jameis Winston that.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Jameis
actually.
Winston did
30 for
trust
30.
me. 30 for
That's
30.
a 30 for 30 they forget.
Best season of all time.
Best
Literally.
season of
Man.
all time. But I like David Njoku. Don't love the Browns offense, but he's the one of the little bright spots. I don't know, maybe Jerry Judy's like a half bright spot.
Yeah.
Number 8, Tucker Kraft. I think this is going to be a good year for Green Bay. Jordan Love was kind of banged up last season, got hurt in that season opener, and then was, I don't know, battling that ankle injury for like 4 or 5 weeks after that. And they don't really have a receiver, and then all of a sudden they just like decided just to only run the ball, which worked out kind of well. But I don't know, I think adding Matthew Golden, Jordan Love healthy, the passing attack will open up. Just overall offensive efficiency will be a little bit better. And I like Tucker Kraft's upside. Could be another one who could be like a top 4 tight end if he gets the volume, obviously. Number 7. I know this guy's coming off an injury, but TJ Hawkinson. I want to put him higher, but it's just hard with JJ McCarthy as his quarterback.
Yeah, the whole offense is coming off injury,
Brutal.
including JJ.
Is Justin Jefferson coming off injury?
I don't think so.
No, besides him.
Okay. Well, he's like
He's the offense.
he's the offense.
He's the whole
Quarterback, running back, tight end,
Yeah.
second wide receiver in Jordan Addison. So everyone.
Well,
but
yeah,
Justin
Addison's
Jefferson.
got
Adam's
more
got
than-
some other stuff.
He's got a lot to deal with.
He's
Yeah,
got
he
a lot to
does.
deal with. But yeah, Hawkinson, obviously, we've seen him, like the great Evan Ingram, once be in that top 2, contention.
One of the greats.
One of the greats, but I got him at number 7. Number 6, the guy who loves to catch balls, as Mike stated, Sam Laporta. He'll
Yep.
get you some points.
I'll get you some points.
So I had to put him at 6. He'll get you points.
Yep.
I know Ben Johnson's gone, so the offense might look a little different. It's hard to say that Sam Laporta will be that guy that we saw his rookie year. That
Oh, you'll never see that again.
I'm still praying that maybe that
the
exists
Kyle Pitts
somewhere in there.
2.0.
But like Kyle Pitts never had that year.
That's
No,
true.
but in everyone's hearts and souls, Kyle Pitts did have that year.
Yeah.
Like in the offseason,
when he was drafted,
Kyle Pitts is the best offseason fantasy performer of all time.
True.
Like the way he goes from end of season to draft boards at beginning of next season, no one can.
No,
do
the
like
Falcons,
facts.
the way they just put a slow mo of him running out route, catching like an 8-yard pass.
and he moves up like 4 spots every video.
So sure.
every video.
It's fucking awesome.
Number 5, the legend himself, Travis Kelce. I still believe that Travis can be really good. I know this Chiefs offense has looked a little bit kind of stagnant the past couple years. Travis obviously has been declining every year, but this could be just a gut feeling, but I think this is a big bounce back year for them. I think with Rashee Rice back, the defenses won't be honing in on Travis Kelce because they know that's Mahomes' guy. They'll be a little bit more on their heels. Everything will
Do you
open
think
up.
this is his retirement year?
If they go far in the playoffs, like if they go to a Super Bowl, I think.
I have a strong belief this is his last season.
Yeah.
So I could see a world where he goes out with a bang.
Yeah.
Bang.
Number 4. This is a guy that plays on an offense that I think is going to be a top 2 offense.
Your best
Oh, yeah.
offensive all time.
Trey McBride, the PPR machine, the PPR god himself. Kyler Murray loves throwing 8-yard slants to
No,
this
it's
guy.
ridiculous.
You've never seen a tight end run an 8-yard slant like Trey McBride. The only thing he kind of struggles with is finding the end zone. So,
So
hopefully
bad.
he does that. Hopefully he does that this season. I got him at number 4.
That's a Cardinals problem, by the way.
Yeah, that is a Cardinals problem.
Yeah,
But
it's
the
a-
top 2 offense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up to us. I said that too.
It used to be James Conner just vulturing
Maybe-
every single touchdown.
Yeah, maybe it's Cardinals might be one of those offenses that's high vibration, low
frequency,
low
low production.
Low production. There we go.
There you go, Mike.
Number
Amen.
3, I got Mark Andrews.
Marky Mark.
I know I said I don't think the Ravens offense is going to be crazy, which is true, but I still think Mark Andrews and Lamar Jackson have that Mahomes Kelsey-esque kind of chemistry where you saw after that slow month to the start last year, all of a sudden like
Yeah.
someone switched the light on and he scored a touchdown almost every game.
Yeah.
And he ended with like 10 touchdowns in the last 12 weeks, like something just ridiculous. This guy, when he's clicking with Lamar, is in my opinion a top 2 tight end in the league.
Yeah, opposite of a yards guy. I mean, 11 touchdowns last year is just nuts. You know, it's 650 yards.
Yeah. Number 2, George Kittle. Not much to say.
He was so good.
I
last
think
year.
he's like him and McCaffrey are going to be the lone bright spots in this 49ers attack that I don't think is going to be too good. But Purdy loves him. It's hard not to like George Kittle, especially with Kyle Shanahan. He's a mastermind at scheming up offensive plays and to get him open, get him in good spots. So Kittle at 2, and then number 1. I mean, I think everyone has the same number 1. Brock
For sure.
Bowers.
Brian.
Number 10, Tucker Kraft. Nothing crazy. Mario said it best. I think the Packers will just be better. He's going to be a majority of that. Catch, like, when in doubt, Jordan Love will find Tucker Kraft. Number 9, I have Evan Ingram. I think Bo Nick's going to use
the
him like
greats.
crazy.
One of the greats.
One of the greats. Yep, amazing.
R.I.P.
I actually
That's
think
his new thing. For everything.
No, I love
That's-
that.
we've got
I actually think he was pretty good on the Jags, like as a tight end fantasy
what I'm saying.
points. So I think on the Broncos, he should be
That's what
great.
I'm
Number 8, I got Njoku. Nothing. This guy just scores fantasy points. Fire or not, I love it. He's gonna have a great year. TJ Hawkinson at 7.
Great reference.
TJ Hawkinson at 7. Nothing to it. If he stays healthy, I know he's coming off injury. He'll be very good. I just don't know if he'll be that healthy. Number 6, Mark Andrews. I don't know. I just feel like it might be a little slump year. Not that good of a year. Maybe he loses a step a
You're
little
saying he's
bit.
getting too old.
Yeah, and also I'm just really big on what's his name, Isaiah
Likely.
Likely.
Isaiah
I'm really big on him. I think he's unbelievably talented. So like, it's just hard for 2 tight ends to finish that well.
Low vibration,
You've never
low
seen
production.
Hernandez and Gronk back in
You're saying Mark
2011.
Andrews is too old to produce.
For
Children.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, too
He's
old
too
to
old.
produce. Yes, can't get it up.
29.
Whoa, wow.
Tight end old though. That's way
Yeah.
too old.
Way too old for a tight end.
Way too old. I mean, we're getting absurd right now. 5, Sam Laporta. Mike said it best. The guy gets points. I can't really say anything.
Yeah, he'll
more
get
than
you
that.
some points.
And he catches balls like Mike.
That is the best
So-
Sam Laporta, way to put it.
Yeah,
No, it's perfect.
gets you
Perfect.
points.
Number 4, I have Travis Kelce. I think I'm on Mario's side even more. I think he bounces back. Mahomes is gonna have a huge year. I think free
35.
fantasy points. Yeah, he's gonna. Well, it's just Mahomes. There's nothing really to do with Lamar Jackson ain't throwing the ball the way Mahomes is.
Yeah, that's fair.
Number 3, I have
Better.
George Kittle. Just freak eyed him last year. Just I don't know how, but he just gets in the end zone, gets yards, like 40. I don't know what's going on, but he just very good. Number 2, I have Brock Bowers. You're welcome.
That's disgusting.
Oh my
Well, I'm
That's-
not gonna just
that's
give up on my take. That
disgusting.
I have a take, just like yours, Ashton Genty being RB2 this year is fucking crazy. Mine is I think Trey McBride's gonna be tight end 1. So people have crazy takes. I'm gonna ride with mine. I'm gonna die with
crazy.
it and watch.
That's disrespectful to King Brock. All right. Listen here. Number 10, someone no one has said that will guarantee to end top 10 for tight ends is Colston Loveland. Look, you do not draft Colston Loveland as Ben Johnson's first ever first round draft pick above whatever the hell his name is, Tyler Warren,
Oh, I love
if you are not going to absolutely abuse him in this offense. Ben Johnson becomes his first head coach. He's been wanting to be a head coach his entire life, been running offenses, extremely successful, best offensive coordinator in the NFL. Goes to the Bears, with a number 1 overall draft pick quarterback, and his first ever first rounder is the second ranked tight end who we picked over the first tight end as an offensive weapon. He is going to use him so much, I can legitimately see an argument to take him as tight end 5.
It's going to be great at protecting Caleb Williams.
They're not going to have him block. They're going to run routes like a receiver. They're going to
We
have
need a protection. He looked at the O-line. He said we need the best pass blocking tight end.
They're going to have him running routes like a receiver. Ben Johnson, we saw how he uses rookie tight ends. We saw how he uses Sam Laporta in Detroit, and I think they're going to literally do the same thing with Caleb. It's the number 1 thing Caleb Williams needs, besides protection, is a dump-off, like, quick out guy.
That requires him getting the ball out in under 5 seconds.
And he will when he has some protection. I love Colson Loveland here. I'll get into a little later why I'm at 10, but 9, Mark Andrews.
Marky Mark.
I like Mark.
Mark.
I like Mark a lot. I just think there's some tight ends I like above him. You'll understand in a second. But Mark Andrews at 9, Sam Laporta at 8. A little bit of a drop off. Not a whole lot though. I think he'll still be productive.
Gets points.
George Kittle at 7.
Wow. Whoa.
I had to do it.
Swerve
George
that
Kittle.
corner. What?
I really like this offense. I think George Kittle's going to be an elite tight end.
Wow.
He's, one of the best pass catchers in all of football. He gets open. He knows how to find the spots, and Brock Purdy loves him. So can't go wrong with George Kittle. Trey McBride at 6.
Jesus Christ.
I think Trey McBride is going to be an absolute superstar. Catches a lot of balls. He'll be a tight end for a very long time in the league. You can't go wrong with Trey McBride. Number 5, Brock Bowers. I think this is a guy you can't go wrong with.
Oh, it's
A guy that's going to win a lot of fantasy games for you, and you definitely want him in your top 5. Number 4, I have Brock Bowers. He's going to be this guy that gets you 1,400 receiving yards and can finish as a top 10 wide receiver like he did last year. Number 3, I'm going to go with Brock Bowers here. He's a guy that can go 10 touchdowns in a season as the number 1 receiving option on his team. Number 2, you really got to go with Brock Bowers here. He's the only tight end in the entire league, I think, that can legitimately say he has 15-year career ahead of him and could probably be an all-pro tight end for 13 of those. And my number 1 overall tight end, the only tight end worthy of a top 5-round draft selection, Brock Bowers. He is the best tight end we have seen enter the league since Travis Kelce. Any tight end you are drafting with any semi-early pick, a top 45 pick, the only name that should be on that board is Brock Bowers. And that's my list.
Wait, so Trey McBride's 2 and Kittle's 3.
No. Trey McBride was 6. Kittle was 7.
Like I said. Okay,
And but Brock Bowers, I had to put the list this way so people could understand it. Because, like, if we're being honest, when are you drafting your tight end 6? What is your tight end 6? Like, just throw out whatever name you have your tight
Like
end
in the
6.
10th round, 9th round.
9th round, yeah. 8th round.
Exactly. These aren't players that people necessarily care about. And when you say tight end 6, it's only like 3 spots off of tight end 3. But a lot of people are drafting their tight end 3s like in round 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And so, like, they shouldn't be 3 spots on a list off each other. My point with this was emphasizing that there is not one player that's remotely close to Brock Bowers at tight end. And
How?
what do you mean how?
He barely, what did he finish more in fantasy points? Like 10 more fantasy
His rookie
points?
year? I think, I don't know. He finished 1 overall. I mean, he was top 10 in the entire NFL in receiving. I think he was 7 as a rookie. And they got a new coach who's obsessed with him. And said a million times
Better
they're going to feature him.
quarterback.
Yeah, better quarterback and a new running back, too. I mean, I just can't see an argument. Well, I guess I'll pose this question to you guys. Where do you draft your tight end 1? And where do you draft the rest of them? Or like tight end 2, 3? Because a lot of some people will say take tight end 1, 2, 3 in like rounds 2 and 3. My whole point with this is you shouldn't take anyone but Brock Bowers in the top 5 rounds.
I would take Brock highest mid-second round, and then, I mean, it's a drop-off to round 6, pretty much.
Yeah, if I was drafting in a 12-man league, if I had like the 10th or 11th pick, maybe
On the way around.
Yeah, maybe like you get him because it's not going to come back to you. But even top 2 rounds is like I personally probably wouldn't do it.
Okay, so
I'd
where
probably
you take him in
early
the third.
Third.
And then where would you take the next guy?
Next guy's probably 4th.
Oh, so right after.
Wow.
So you
4th,
don't have a big
maybe
difference.
5th.
Okay, what about you?
Yeah, same. I have McBride, Kittle, and Bowers all in the same category. If you draft them in the 3, 4, 5th, 3rd, 4th, 5th, I have no problem.
Yeah, Brock Bowers has an ADP right now of between 13 and 15, depending on what sites you look at. I think that slides up as we get closer to the draft. And so I understand, some of you guys are saying, hey, I'm not touching him until the 3rd round. Realistically, in no league, especially if there's auto draft, maybe if there's some league where you're trying to make a point or something, but in no drafts is he going to be around in the 3rd round. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
He'll be gone almost probably 95% of the time by pick 17.
I mean, he is the only one I'd consider in the 2nd.
100%.
So,
and I just that was my whole point with this list was I think that it was almost doing tight end rankings are fun as ranking anything is, but I almost think it's kind of nonsensical for this season particularly. When I think there's one player, then the rest are just.
Right, so can I bet you if Brock Bowers plays every single game, I could just have the field and you have Brock Bowers?
Yes.
$100 straight up.
Oh yeah.
If he plays every single game.
Yes.
Okay.
100. Oh yeah. That was nice. I can go get myself a new pair of shoes. Have that on credit. But yeah, I don't know. This tight ends, these don't impress me as much as they did back in the day. I feel like when Kelsey was in his prime, you could kind of there were other tight ends that were in the mix.
Gronk, Jimmy Graham, it was kind of the 3 of them competing for that number 1.
I just don't see it anymore.
Yeah.
I think it's tough. What do you guys think about Tyler Warren and Colston Loveland? And then we can end it.
Tyler Warren's a freak. You just got drafted to the worst team ever.
Yeah.
I'm saying for tight end list this year, because none of you guys had him in your top 10. And 10 tight end, 10th overall tight ends getting drafted in the 13th round, the 14th round maybe.
I'm not saying Colston Loveland can't be a top 10 tight end. For me, I'm just kind of I need to see it to believe it with the Bears. So
there's also so many mouths to feed on that team.
that's kind of my point. Is they've been kind of, them as an organization the past 10 years have just been kind of shambles.
Horrible.
And then they got a ton of weapons last year, and they didn't really have a plan on offense. I think Ben Johnson will obviously help tremendously, but you still have to put it into action. I still need to see it work for a season.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, then I can actually assess a Bears offensive player, because right now I have no clue if
you don't get rich betting on the Bears to win.
no.
So I think that's logical. But I was just asking for either of them. Do either of you have them as a potential can have a really big season? Because we've seen rookie tight ends do this. Similarly to wide receivers.
I think if one could, I would bet on Tyler Warren for having a year like Brock Bowers-esque, where he's on kind of a not great team, but just gets fed a ton, and he's just so physically imposing and dominant that he can, produce by himself.
I like that.
If they're smart and use Tyler Warren, then he could finish top 5 if he wants to.
I agree.
But I just don't like the Colts or the quarterback.
Oh, 100%. I'm not. Colts pass catchers are terrible. But all right, let us know what you think in the comments. Is Brock Bowers number 1 tight end? I'm as 1 through 5. Y'all have him at number 1. Ryan doesn't even have him at 1, which is crazy. But that's up for you guys to decide. We're drafting fantasy now. We're doing a full mock draft in I think 2 or 3 weeks here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's coming up
right before. Excuse me. Right before our fantasy draft goes live. So check out all the other videos. We did all the other position groups, and let us know what you think in the comments. Drop a subscribe if you're new here. Share with a friend, and we will see you on the next one.